Hey, what's going on, pretty ladies and smooth gentlemen? Once again, this is Malik, aka the Cool Brother, and you now tuning into the Cool Podcast. And my special guest for the 4th of July this evening, I met this woman at her birthday party back in December '03. I mean, not '03, 2023. You know what I'm saying? And we've been kicking it ever since. We've been friends ever since. You know, she's an entrepreneur, promoter, all that good stuff, a dope mother, dope woman, just an all-around dope person in general. She got that big Sagittarius energy. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you my special guest for this evening, Miss Veronica Carpenter. Welcome, my dear.
Thank you. Hey guys.
What's happening? So won't you tell the listeners what you do and what you're about?
Well, I love fashion. I'm in the fashion industry. I'm a manager for Men's Warehouse here in Monroeville, PA. I have a background in jewelry, diamond sales. I'm DCA certified. I've managed everywhere from rappers to dancers. I've been in the industry for many years, from the DMV all the way up to upstate New York to Alabama.
Wow. And we talk about this off camera. How long you been in the industry?
Oh my God. Over 30 years I have under my belt of managing, co-managing, store manager, retail management, like I said, rap artists, dancers, and in between.
Wow. So would you consider yourself still being in the industry right now?
Absolutely. I'm like more behind the scenes. I push others to push others. My
Okay.
name's still known. My name's still out there. I just, step back a little bit to do the mom thing and take care of some other things I had going on.
Yeah, no doubt, no question. Wow. So you like a veteran in the game, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely.
No doubt, no question about that. And you said you've been a manager and rap artists and dancers. Have you managed those rap artists and dancers here in the 412 and elsewhere?
No, DMV, Alabama, upstate New York. I have
Hmm.
not managed anyone in Pittsburgh. By the time I was done doing that, I had moved on to retail management again.
Oh, okay. And if the opportunity arises, would you manage someone from here?
Absolutely. I see a lot of talent here still. It's just more of a crab barrel mentality, I would like to say here. I like to see a lot of artists get on and get out of here.
Yeah, no doubt. And what you think besides the crab in the barrel mentality? What you think? What are the other issues that's plaguing the scene here in the 412?
I just feel like not enough diversity, not enough where they're able to branch out and do other things. It's more of a genre here. Like you're held to a certain standard. Oh, you're deemed R&B, you're deemed country, you're deemed, jazz. So it's hard to break uh, that curse or that window, so to speak. If you're deemed to be a certain thing, they feel like that's the only thing you have to offer.
Right. Okay. And do you got any favorite artists here in the 412 that you do that you like?
Um, well, yourself was one of my favorite artists, but
Well,
yeah,
me,
there's a
me,
couple
me.
people I'm feeling. There's a couple people I'm feeling. Um, the names escape me off the top of my head right now, but yeah, there's a lot of people out here that I'm feeling. Ivan is one of my favorites. He's a rapper.
Yeah.
He went from rapping to more producing and all of that. But yeah, he's been nice in the Pittsburgh scene.
Wow. Nice. And I just heard that I'm one of your favorite artists here in the 412. Me? Me? Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Can you hear me? All right,
Yes.
cool. Okay, and I was saying that I'm one of your favorite artists in the 412. Me? Me?
Yes.
Me?
I enjoy your
Oh,
music. I think you're working
oh.
very hard to mend your craft.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you,
Yeah,
thank you,
definitely.
thank you. Now, and you mentioned, do you think there's a platform for the artists to perform here, like it was before?
No, I feel like it's like a pay to play type thing now. It's more they
Hmm.
want artists to pay to be recognized or seen or viewed. And I don't feel like that should be the case. I feel like your door should hold that. Um, I don't feel like artists should have to pay to enjoy doing their craft.
Right. I agree. I agree. I think artists should pay. I mean, artists should get paid for their
Yes,
artistry for sure.
absolutely. It shouldn't be the other way
Yes.
around. You shouldn't be
Right.
paying to do what you enjoy.
Yeah. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Now, now speaking of you being a manager and all that entrepreneur, all that stuff, was you an artist yourself?
No, I've never been an artist myself.
Oh.
I have a nephew that's always been in the music industry. His father was. I started managing from a teenager. Just knew a knack for the business, gift of gab. Basically, I could talk people into letting my artists perform without the overhead or the rider fee.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. And now I know you got two daughters. Would they like to follow in your footsteps, or they got aspirations of their own?
No, my baby wants to be a nurse. The one that just graduated high school, she would like to be a nurse. My other
Hmm.
daughter, she wants to work in the hospital field. Right now, she works in retail, and the other one works in the food industry. So neither one of them kind of want to follow in my footsteps, so to speak. But I'm okay with that. They have their own paths in life.
Yeah, that's what's up. No doubt about that. Now, you said you was what you said, D certified. Can you repeat that once again? What you certified in?
Oh, diamonds in gemology. So
Okay.
DES certified. It means that you're certified to sell a class of diamonds, class of gemstones. I took all of those classes.
Okay. And how did you get involved in the jewelry industry?
That goes back from my love of fashion slash jewelry and accessories.
Yeah.
When I hit 18, I was looking for a second source of income, and I loved back then buying a lot of gold, a lot of bracelets, and I rocked several at a time. And the lady was just like, "Hey, we're hiring. Would you be interested?" And then I worked my way up. I learned the industry. I used to travel doing diamond sales and diamond shows and things of that nature. And then I worked my way to store manager. And then I decided to step down from the industry and go back to Men's Warehouse, where I used to be the tuxedo department manager. Now I'm the assistant store manager here in Monroeville, PA. So yeah,
Nice,
I just
nice.
have I have a lot of different avenues that I enjoy, but I love what I do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sounds like it. Sounds like it. And my next question is, how'd you get involved in fashion?
Just from a young age, my mom was always into fashion, and then the people around me were into it, and it just stuck. And I like looking different from the average. I like unique pieces, unique items, hats, accessories, putting it together, and that's the look that I go for.
Nice, nice. And the hats that you got, they were created, right?
Yes, they were custom
Wow.
designed, most of them. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you got them fly hats, that's for sure. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. That's what I like because I too am a hat man myself. So
I've
I
noticed.
love hats.
Yes,
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 yes. I got hats for every season, winter, spring, summer, fall. So yes, indeed. Yes,
absolutely.
indeed. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And was you somewhere down the road? Would you have like a clothing line of a fashion line of custom made hats?
You know what? I was thinking more shoes, but hats I wouldn't
Yeah,
mind that at all. But yeah, shoes would be more my stick and
yeah.
avenue of what I would love to do. That's like my ultimate goal career is the design
Hmm.
shoes. Like I love shoes. I love hats, accessories, tattoos, like anything fashion oriented. I love.
Oh yeah, I know you got your love of tattoos because you got plenty of them, many
Yes,
of
I
them.
do.
Yes,
Yeah, I
my
do.
favorite tattoo of yours is the Eiffel Tower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. I'm like, is that the Eiffel Tower
Yes, it
tattoo?
is. Yes, it
Oh
is.
snap! Yes, yes. And speaking of tattoos, how many tattoos you have?
Oh, close to 40.
Wow, jeez, 40
Yeah.
tattoos, man.
Yeah, close to it.
Yeah. You think about getting some more, or you done?
No, I want to freshen up and recreate some of the ideas I have, and then I have a few more ideas.
Okay, okay. Wow. So if you get some more, that'd be like 40 something or 50 something. Sheesh.
Yes, yes.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, looking good with those tattoos. I ain't gonna hold you.
Thank
Yes,
you. I
indeed.
appreciate that. Yeah.
No
I
doubt.
like to
No
make them
question.
in strategic places that the average person wouldn't think to see.
Yeah, no doubt. No question. No
That way I
question.
can go from business to, fun side.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gotta balance. Gotta have a balance.
Exactly.
Gotta have a balance. For sure. Gotta have a balance. Now, my next question is, how do you think the dating scene here in the 412 is?
I think it's what you put into it, so to speak. I feel like if, you know, you're looking for a certain thing and you attract a certain thing, then it's great. If you're not willing to be open and honest and look for those things, then, you're going to get the barrel of the bottom. For myself personally, um, I just feel like, you know, I would love to see it back to old school ways where people actually asked each other out. They spent time getting to know each other. I mean, I know we're all adults and people want to do these hookup things, and I just feel like it's lacks the luster of romance and getting to know somebody, getting to know their likes, their dislikes, instead of just going for the quick and the easy.
Yeah, no doubt. Yes, I agree. And how do you think? Do you ever see that type of romance come back in today's times?
I feel like you do online. It's out there. It's just about who you are as a person, what you attract, and what you allow. Like for me personally, I would never allow just a hookup. I would never allow, just sitting back and kicking and smoking it together. That's not my thing. For those that enjoy it and allow it, great. That's just not my thing. So therefore, I would never do it.
Right. Sure.
Yeah, but I
And
feel like romance is not dead. Chivalry is not dead. There's a lot of dapper gentlemen like yourself out there that, ladies would love to date. I know a lot
right,
of ladies would love to date you. You're kind, you're sweet, you're very business oriented. But you got to, give what you get. And the average woman now, is trying to take over, so to be the man. They want to feel the domination. They want to be the, oh, I'm going to tell him what I want type. I feel like we've lost the track of the man taking the lead. Like, I like a
yeah,
guy that's going to take the lead, that's going to, you know, um, say, hey, be ready at 7:30. I got this, and this plan. I don't want to have to figure it out. You know, I want him to
yeah,
lead.
right, right. I feel that. I definitely feel that. And that was going to be my next question about chivalry. I do agree. I feel as though chivalry is not dead.
No, not at all. I
Yeah,
can't fathom a time that I've walked in a door and a guy's not held it for me. I
yeah,
surround myself with great educated brothers. So I cannot say from my personal friend group, from my personal preference, that, these men are not worth dating. All of my
right.
good friends, like yourself included, are just great men, hardworking men, men that need uplifted and supported in today's society.
Yeah, no question. Yes, I agree with that. Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
And I think it's very important for me to display chivalry because for me, chivalry is not it's not an act; it's a way of life to be.
Exactly,
You
exactly.
know, it's a way of life. Like like for example, you know, when we hang out, you know, I open up your door, and you know, if we walking on the street, like if you walking on the sidewalk, if you walking with the side of the street is on, I immediately say switch sides with me. That's the sidewalk rule
Oh
for those
yes,
who
you
don't know.
you definitely have done that. I can attest to that. You definitely have done that, ladies. Ladies, he definitely does that.
Yeah, 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 for
Yeah,
sure,
like
for sure.
he's such a cool person to hang out with because you just laugh, you have a good time, you don't feel pressured because our friendship is genuine. It's a genuine friendship. We get to learn
Right.
each other, grow from each other, listen to each other, support each other. There's a lot of great things you have going on and coming up for you that I love hanging out and supporting. I appreciate the fact that you show up, you do your job, you're on time, you're professional, and those are things that will carry you far.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for that. And I can say the same for you too. You know what I'm saying? Same for you as well.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Same for
thank
you
you. I
too. You
appreciate
know,
that.
no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. And my next question is, do you ever think about like throwing an event of your own, like since you're in the industry one day?
Yes, I have not done it in a few years here, but yes, I would love to do like a cabaret slash entertainment where maybe poets come out, musical artists, the fashion industry meets music type thing. I would love to do something like that in the near future, as soon as I get some things taken care of, mentally, physically, and emotionally, then yeah, I want to branch out and get back into those things definitely, because I feel like I have a lot to offer for as knowing the industry, bringing the industry, and bringing maybe the DMV meets Pittsburgh type thing together. I would love to branch out and reach out to some of my contacts versus some of the Pittsburgh people I know and make things happen and branch out and have a lot of variety of the industry hang out together because I feel like people are doing a great job in Pittsburgh, but I feel like there's always avenues to improve or take it to the next level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, take it to the next level. Yeah. You know, I think Pittsburgh has the potential to do that. You know, obviously I'm not from here, I'm not born and raised here, but you know, there is talent in this city. You know, I see that, I know that because I'm one of the most supportive people in this city, and I'm not from here. You
You're
know, I'm not
correct.
from here.
You are correct.
Mm,
You are super supportive. You post for everybody. You tag everyone. I have to say that you go above and beyond to support your fellow man.
yeah, yeah.
And I hope they
And
do the
fellow
same
women.
someday. I really do. I hope they do the same in return someday because you deserve it.
Thank you, thank you, and you deserve support too. You
Thank
know,
you.
no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. You know, and if you do, when you do have your event that you're gonna put together, I'd like to be a part of it in some capacity, some way, shape, or
Absolutely.
form. You know,
Absolutely.
whether I perform or just support, you know, either or, I'll be cool with it.
Yep. I'm going to start small, maybe this month, next month, and start doing game nights and branch back out from there and grow the business back.
Okay, and speaking of game night, you gonna have it at a hall, or you know, it's gonna be like more intimate.
I think more intimate to start out, and then, like you said, branch out to halls, and then maybe a traveling bus with it, so that way we
Yeah,
can travel around the city or travel up to the DMV, like DC, Ohio, Philly. Branch out
hmm,
and go explore, other cities and see what they have to
yeah,
offer for nightlife, career goals, and things like that. Mentorships.
yeah, yeah. No doubt, no question, no question. So,
Yeah.
so let me ask you this: where do you see yourself in the years to come?
Hopefully, if I'm still around, definitely, hopefully remarried and helping my husband build a partnership, business of his choice or liking, or something that we've come up together. Because I definitely like working with someone as well as the corporate world as well. I like to mix the two. That way, you always have a source of income coming in.
Hmm.
Yeah,
No
so
doubt,
that
no doubt.
traveling, um, learning more adventures, I love to learn. I love to laugh. I love to, just have a good time and wear a cute outfit here and there.
Yeah, no doubt. Here, cute outfits here and there. Oh, you wear cute outfits every day.
Well, thank you.
Talk about here and there. No way. That's every day. Every day.
Well,
It's all
thank
good,
you.
though. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. And so I know you said you lived in the DMV. How was that experience?
Oh, it was amazing. So many opportunities there for us, right? So
Mm-hmm.
many diversity is among us there. Like everybody, is equal opportunity there, I feel. And the pay is amazing there. I feel like even for just the average job, you get way better. I feel like you get your bread and butter's worth there. Yes, it's a little more expensive to live, but I also feel like you get compensated for that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
And you said you've been to Alabama before?
Yes, I did live in Alabama before.
Now, how was that?
It's definitely some sundown states still there in areas
Yeah.
that I was not comfortable with at night. But yeah, it's a beautiful area if you go to Montgomery and those the bigger areas.
Okay, okay. So what made you I don't know if I asked you this already, but I probably did, but I'm gonna ask again. What made you move down to DMV in Alabama?
My ex-husband wanted to work for Discovery Channel, and I just saw the opportunity there again. Like I said, being a supportive spouse,
Mm-hmm.
I saw the opportunity to go ahead and support his dream and his goal, and I could find work pretty much in any state I live. So we did that.
Nice, nice. That's what's up. So, given the opportunity once again, would you go down to Alabama or the DMV?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool.
I
Yeah,
would
that's what's
uh,
up.
I would definitely move back to Virginia, upstate New York. Not really. It's either for me the next adventure would be back to a part of Virginia or Texas. I love Texas. I love the heat. I definitely love Vegas. Vegas is not off the table either.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Man, you love the heat. Wow.
I
Sheesh.
do. I love the heat. The hotter the better for me.
The hotter the better.
I'm
Oh
not
my
one of these
goodness.
people crying about the 90-degree weather. Not one bit.
So you don't mind walking in 90-degree weather?
I do not. Long as I'm not going somewhere very important, because my hair does not hold up too well in this weather. But
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, more power to you. I'm more of a spring person. Not too hot, not too cold. But hey, to each his own. It's all right. To
right,
each his
I
own.
understand.
Yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So my next question is, if you could pick one artist here or in the DMV of Alabama that you would like to manage one day if you get back into managing, who would it be?
Hmm. I would probably say you, just because I feel like there's so much more potential for you.
Hmm.
But we would have to see. As time comes on, and you and there's a couple other people out there, but I don't want to spill my hat just yet.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Got you. Well, I will appreciate that, even though I do have a manager, but I don't mind having another manager. Y'all can co-manage. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The, the more the merrier. I do have a manager, and she echoes those same sentiments, just like you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the more the merrier. So I like that. Thank you. Yes.
You're
Thumbs up.
welcome.
Yes, indeed.
You are
So
welcome.
no doubt. Thank you. No doubt. And before we conclude this interview, is how can the people follow you or find you at?
Uh, well, Facebook, I'm under Veronica. Last name's Carpenter. My Instagram is the same, and TikTok is the same as well.
All right, all right. And ladies and gentlemen, you can find me on Facebook, Government Malik Long. I have a Facebook page for my podcast, even though I got to reactivate it on the Cool Podcast with the Cool Brother. You can follow me on the Cool Malik 82 Instagram, even though that's deactivated. I'm taking a break from it. And also, you can find my episodes of my podcast on Scarfire Media website.com, scarfiremedia.com. And if you want to be a guest on my podcast, feel free to hit me up. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. We can schedule it and take it from there. Miss Veronica Carpenter, my dear, beautiful, dope, talented friend, it was a pleasure having you on. And you want to be a guest for the second time, just let me know, honey. Pleasure's all mine.
Yes, definitely. It was a great interview. Thanks so much, friend. Take care.
You too, and I'll see you on Monday.
Yes, sir. Have a
All
good
right, take
day.
care.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye bye.